It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Bynes. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They run. It's Mark Ingram trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Carlos Dunlap on the
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Ingram, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away, and the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
The Bengals 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st down, Bengals.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
Returning it, Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
The tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
William Jackson. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
37-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Sacked.
Jordan Evans in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The return man is Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
10 at the 50-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out to his left. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jordan Evans, his 2nd sack of the night.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now Jackson on 1st down. It's complete to Snead. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. Snead's got it, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That's good.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And now it's 2nd down. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, They had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. There to make the grab. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson now. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Ravens 15, Bengals 6.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd down.
Second and 20.
Here's Burrow. And he's going to go down again. Derek Wolfe. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down, rolling to his left. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 15, Bengals 13. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. The dangerous Hill now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And now he's going to use his legs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Derek Wolfe. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He's tackled at the 40.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 9-yard line.
Second and 3 from the 9.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Willie Snead. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Ravens 30, Bengals 13. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
A final shot now for Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.